Welcome back to Sea Talk, man.
Cheers, Paul. Nice to see you again.
Hey, look, obviously we know each other. You've been on before, but just for anyone that doesn't know you, who are you?
My name is Amrit Singh. I'm with my brother running H Jodie's Nisa Local, third generation business based in the Midlands, just in Walsall.
Brilliant. Just down the road from me, which is perfect. Hey, look, it's January. Everyone's talking about trends this year, but I know you as a man that's ahead of the trends. I'm just thinking about this. So obviously you were one of the first retailers to hear about this. What made you realise this was going to be such a big thing?
It's really I'd give the credit to my sister more than anything.
Yeah.
She's always on social media hunting down what products she thinks are going to work. But this isn't the only product. There's lots of other products that go along with it. So it's just one of the things that we're bringing in at the moment. I mean, we kind of moved away from the prime now, to be honest with you. We're more looking at other lines that we think are going to work later in the year. So it's believe it or not, it's not something that we're pushing that hard anymore.
Do you think the bubbles burst a little bit?
Yeah, almost. I think it has, and it's also like it's the supply side is just there now. So I think it's one of them where you act in that period of when no one else can get stock in. But we just launched a website off the back of it, so we've got hjodies.com now. So we're doing nationwide delivery on the trends that we're pushing, because the demand when we have got the stock is just so crazy.
Oh, nicely done. Well, I did see this. I thought we might have a quick look at this while you're on.
This week's new products.
I had one of those tackies the other day. That is brutally hot.
I know, yeah, the kids love them. But so like I said, that's what I mean. It's not just the one thing that we're pushing hard. We keep it across loads of different lines, and it's been our main thing of last quarter of last year to really push on with the supply of these lines. But we're trying really hard now to get constantly new stock in, and then also the thing with our social media is that we advertise to so many people, but we can only reach so many through our delivery locally or local shoppers coming in. So it's a massive thing that we've done with our own website. But luckily, with contacts that we've got, I've worked with you as well, Paul, to try and chase down some more contacts in the US and in other parts of the world, and build our network wider than the UK to bring products in. So off the back of that, we are looking obviously to start wholesaling as well in the next couple of weeks through the website. So it's something that we found that we're niche and we're known for. And we're just going to try and take the levels further, really.
Good man. So what's the next big thing, do you reckon? Can you share this with us?
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on a lot of stuff. So there's things coming through. The pickle kits are massive at the moment. So it's the pickle kits. So it's like you get the pickle, they hollow out the middle, they put the tackies in there, they put Fruit Loop groups around it, and then spray it up with either sour spray or chamoy sauce, Mexican chamoy sauce. So we've got a couple of pallets coming from Mexico this week of chamoy sauce and tahini powder. So that's the next thing, where you couple them. It's almost like a bundle, so you're literally selling the whole bundle. Some good margin on that as well. So that's where we're at the moment. And then I think moving forward later into this year, there's going to be new lines coming out that are going to be massive. I think there's like energy gum as well. I think will be huge later this year. It's not really hit the UK market yet, but it's massive abroad, and we've become a bit of a copycat country, haven't we, in that sense? So,
a little bit, yeah. Yeah,
So
one of the reasons we go to America is to sort of look at these trends. Can't wait to see this bundle then. As soon as that's
I'm literally it's coming in. It's coming in. I was on the phone to him before we jumped on here. So we've got stuff coming in from Mexico this week or early next week. So that should be good. And then you'll see the bundles popping up everywhere. So it's literally the pickle kits that are massive at the moment. But we're lucky because we work with a lot of sellers, online sellers that are buying from us as well. So they'll feed back to me the lines that they want, and then I'll try them in store, things I didn't know of. And these guys are like, that's their bread and butter. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you won't believe this. We've already talked for 5 minutes, so we're
Oh,
going
really?
to disappear. Let's just quick on these pickle kits. Is there an influencer behind this? And what's your thought on how influencers kind of influence us as retailers moving forwards?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not exactly sure if there's a specific influencer behind it. I know that it's become a thing, and that influencers are doing it, like filming themselves eating it. So that obviously feeds back into the demand. But in terms of influencer-led products, I feel like, you know, in the past 5 years or so, they weren't that great, and they were also like you have a lot of hit and miss with them. But then when they do work, they just catch like absolute fire, and you can't really control them. But the only problem is that it's the longevity, it's the long game. So it's a risky market because you buy things often that are influencer pushed, and then you don't really know which one to push. Like, you know, you got like Rock's got tequila, and these sidemen guys have got vodka, but then I spoke to the brand directly this morning, and they've got bigger plans to stay long term. So you need to the idea is you need to differentiate between who's here short term, who's here long term, and where the actual demand is going to be. I mean, even with the drink right now, you need to see a lot of people on it now. It's working great because the margin's there and the demand's stupid, but then how much stock are you going to keep buying, and then where are you going to get left out, and will it work long term? Those are that's the only issue with influencer products. And I don't think we've really, other than like, you know, the big influencers like P Diddy with Ciroc, who's absolutely killed it, or, you know, Jay-Z with Ace of Spades and stuff, I don't know beyond that who's in it long term. Do you know what I mean? A lot of them are in it as well to pump the brand value and then sell the brand. So and then it always a bit nosedives. You know, you take 50 Cent and Vitamin. Well, I mean, who stocks that now? So there's a lot of things you need to think about when you stock these products. It's not just, you know, to get them in, they're automatically going to work. So you need to. That's my only real advice on the issue. You need to weigh up what kind of timeline you're working with these products. Most of them have kind of got like a timeline built in, and it's not as long as the shelf life sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good tip. Amrit, time's up, man. Believe it or not, we really appreciate you coming in. Let me know when these crazy onion kits are coming in. I'll pop up in.
You know what? I'll probably send you one. I'd love to see you try one of them.
All right, buddy. Thanks so much. See you soon, man.
Cheers, Paul. Thanks, mate.